What is up, everybody? This is Keith, Go Back Gator Guy 231 across the DFS industry. It's March. We're already in March of 2021, March 1st. We got 7 games on the NBA slate, so let's break it down. Quick reminder, bottom right of the screen is that subscribe button. We are well over 2,000. We want to be at 3,000 soon at FSI, so if you can help us do that, if you've been watching the videos, all the awesome stuff we have, golf, NASCAR, MMA, G and those guys are doing an awesome job on MMA. We got soccer, every sport, NHL, like pretty much anything out there. We got you covered for it. So just hit that subscribe button so you get notifications. Really helps us. Also, you enjoy these videos, like, comment, all that good stuff. This is about noon as I'm shooting this, so we still have a lot of news to come. Anybody have any questions, as long as it's not during like that 6:30 to 7 range, you'll get it answered. From 6:30 on, comments are not answered on the YouTube page. That's our time for our subscribers in the Discord chat to make sure we are helping them with all the news, the shakeups, and making sure that they get their lineups in the way that they want them to be. All right, let's go down and talk. Now, first off, I'm just going to say this. I don't think you're going to be able to play all 5 of these guys. More and more as we're doing this, especially with all the news that's coming, Zach and I, we want to talk about like the guys that we think that you'll try to build around, and then just some guys we really like in general and like want to have, and if value goes our way, like we want to. I'm probably going to give a 6th too, but I'm going to like give you an asterisk around the 6. So we'll do that at the end. All right. So I'm going to start at the top. TJ McConnell, guy that we got on at FSI. He was nice and low owned a couple games ago. This is an if and only if Malcolm Brogdon is out, but I could not get over this. All right. He played 46 minutes versus New York, 48 minutes in an NBA game. It did not go to overtime. So I don't think I've seen any minutes like that all season. Yeah, so 46 minutes of revenge game. For those that don't remember, TJ McConnell drafted by the Sixers was awesome for the Sixers. We loved him in DFS anytime he got the chance. He's finally getting a chance to shine in Indiana. Like at the beginning of the season, he was buried because coach is an idiot. But just love TJ. It's just great for DFS at 6,100. I think even if Brogdon's out, I wonder if people are scared away by the price just because it's weird. Like normally when you get like an injury guy, you're like wanting him for like 4K. Now I'm completely fine paying 6,100 for TJ McConnell. He'll be my favorite play of the slate if it goes that way. So again, if and only if Malcolm Brogdon's out. If not, he's overpriced. All right, let's go to number 2, which is Shake Milton. This is another if and only if Tobias Harris is out. We saw if Korkmaz started, but Shake Milton got the biggest minutes boost. I got up to 32 minutes. Shake Milton can absolute ball. Fills up the stat sheet too, gets us some rebounds, assists, and when he gets hot, like he's one of these heat check guys. One of the things about heat check guys is you normally don't like that they only score, they're one trick pony. So it's nice that with Shake, you can get 27 DK from 11 points, 23 DK from 10 points. Like it's not just all buckets. But at 4,500, fills a shooting guard spot. Even if Tobias Harris is in, I still think Shake probably gets mid to upper 20s in minutes, and at 4,500 probably is very worth consideration. But yeah, and no Harris, just lock him with. All right, DeMar DeRozan came back and was absolutely sensational versus the Pelicans. 32 points, 11 assists. Honestly, low on the rebound total for DeRozan. Only 1 board. He's averaging 5 rebounds a game this season. 54 DK. Love they got to the line 12 times. That's like the DDR that we like to see is when he's getting to the line because that just increases his scoring for by so much. Big reason that DeRozan, Aldridge just still isn't right. It's really just the Murray and DeRozan show right now with Keldon Johnson likely out. We have White is out. We have Gay is out. We have a lot of guys still out for the Spurs. And look, we know Brooklyn. Brooklyn is like the team to target in DFS. As long as the game can stay close, Brooklyn plays no defense, very, very minimal rim protection. People think DeAndre Jordan is some sort of rim protector, and he's not. Like they got rid of the rim protector. Jarrett Allen, who I'm going to talk about in a minute, is the rim protector of like all rim protectors in the NBA, and they got rid of him. Still not 100% sure if they needed to even do that to get that Harden deal done. But, Cavs gain, Brooklyn's loss, Jarrett Allen's baller, but we're talking about DeRozan. He's benefiting by no Jarrett Allen there. So just really like DeRozan here. I think I'm not gravitating personally towards Harden or to Irving. So getting the Spurs side, like getting DeRozan a much lower thing, and he's going to have a positive game script if Harden and Irving are doing well. DeRozan's going to do well too if the game's close. So I like kind of being able to pick it up that way. All right, Nikola Jokic is my favorite stud in the slate, per usual. Nikola Jokic this season is just unbelievable. He's almost averaging a triple-double. Look at that, 27, 11, and 8.5. It's just insane. Chicago, it's just a really, really good spot. I don't think Denver really has the ability to blow anybody out right now. They won. I say that, and I look down at the score and I see they beat OKC by 30. I think they beat them. I can barely even keep track of what day it is. But anyhow, I do think this game probably stays close. I don't think that Chicago has anybody that can really throw at Jokic that would give him any sort of trouble. Like Wendell Carter will try. But then after Carter, it's Thad Young, it's Williams, Chicago's just not that big. Nikola Jokic is, and just super talented. And, I think he's going to just have his way tonight. Just gives you, the ultimate floor with Jokic. So, somebody I want to build around. Then I do want to talk about Jarrett Allen. I brought him up the last time they played Houston, and he just went absolute bananas, 26, 8, and 4 blocks. Look, Houston's starting PJ Tucker at center. Like, PJ Tucker, I joked with the fro. Allen's probably like 15 inches taller. I don't know like the exact height. I think he's probably like 9 to 10 inches taller. He's so aggressive. Like, it's just such a bad mismatch. And with no Drummond, with no Nance, potentially no Seti, like, Cleveland isn't going small. Allen's going to play 36 minutes. And at 36 minutes versus Houston, he's just going to mash. So, DraftKings finally caught up on the salary where you have to at least think. But at 8,500, I think that the chances are that you're getting 45 to 50 DK here as a floor. And if that's the case, just rock and roll with the fro. The final guy I want to bring up, but I'm going to bring up the asterisks, is a guy that helped me out a ton yesterday, was PJ Washington. He is coming off of just bananas game. 42 real points versus Sacramento en route to 66 DK. Here is the caveat. Charlotte is playing a ton of minutes. He played a ton of minutes last night in a close game versus Sacramento, a close, fast game for Sacramento. And now they are on the road. They've had a long road trip. Look at this. Since February 22nd. So the last week, they went to Utah, Phoenix, Golden State, Sacramento, and now they're on the third game and 4 at the end of a road trip. Like, this is the good old, these are schedule losses. So I think PJ Washington's going to catch some steam. I really like PJ Washington. Like, I almost said in a bubble, in a vacuum. I love PJ Washington. Just love him. I love the matchup. I love the pace. I love all those things. And then just all of me just goes like, and this is something I'm trying to do at the end of the season. Like, somebody just asked me in Discord just before I got on, like, would you scale back, with the All-Star break coming? And, my response is, it's really hard. It's a decision that every single person has to decide on their own. It's your own bankroll. Like, it's your money. We're here to try to give you the best advice, but it's your money. But I think the edge right now in NBA is very much finding these spots that are like schedule losses or are just really, really tough spots for the guys. Like, this is a condensed schedule, a third game and 4 at the end of like a 5 to 6 game road trip. It's rough. Like, those are some heavy legs for somebody like PJ Washington that's now been carrying the team the last 2 games without I guess Hayward was just terrible 2 games ago, but he was out last game. I think, as much as I love him, I think I'm going to fade him. And just the reality is I look, you look at 62, that 6,200 range. Let me pull back up my screen. I thought I was done. You thought I was done. I'm not. I'm coming back for more. But let's just look in his range as forward. Aldridge. I think Aldridge's minutes have sucked. Yeah, I'm not going to go Aldridge. I mean, he's been okay. Here's the reality. There isn't a lot of other good stuff around Washington. I was gonna pull it up and be like, maybe there's some just a really good pivot that makes a lot of sense. But I don't really love a lot in this range. I mean, Kobe White I do like at 6,300. So if it was a utility decision, maybe that's easy. But my point of trying to say all of it was, I think the edge in NBA right now is if you do see a guy that might be somewhat of a trap, or everybody's on, but you see flags like I'm pointing out, like I see a flag on that play. Is he fadeable? If he's like $3,100 and you're like, oh, he's 3rd and 4, he's only gonna play like 25 minutes. Everybody thinks he's gonna play 30. Look, that play's still probably gonna smash. But when you're at 6,200, there's a lot of things that can go wrong with that price, especially if you saw Hayward in too. That could that could spell disaster. So again, love PJ Washington. I'm just giving you the asterisks and maybe how it could go wrong. All right, well, that's going to do it for me. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you all so much for the support and watching. Once again, Keith, aka Gary Guy 231. See you.